Whoa, welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, your host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble, the Nostra Novice, aka Derek. And it is Wednesday, and this is AEW Dynamite, but this is AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts. This is their special that they have, to counteract where they have those pay-per-views. And trust me, this show in its entirety did not, and I repeat, did not disappoint at all. I am not a fan of multi-man matches. I thought that the last match they had with the Anarchy in the Arena match, I thought it was not the best, me personally. But man, this match was way better. And I'll get into that a little later. First and foremost, thank you so much for allowing me to grace you with the little time that you have. The little time that you do have, I do thank you so much for allowing me to grace you with all of the stuff that I do. I do this 5 times a week, excluding the pay-per-views and the predictions and anything that I do as well. So I thank you. I thank you. I will continue to thank you. You will get annoyed by my thank yous, but I just want to thank you so much. And I want you to watch the show. If you watch the show in its entirety, okay? If you like the show, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you think that thumbs up can do a little bit more, go ahead and hit the sub button. Go ahead and hit it. I do not mind you hitting it. I'm happy that you hit it. Okay? Well, the subscription. I hope you hit the subscription. But anyway, other than that, if you want to do something even more after your subscription and you want to watch my show on a regular and you want notifications, go ahead and hit that bell. I do 5 core shows every single week. This week you'll get extra because of course you get the prediction show for Money in the Bank as well, which is gonna be up I think today or tomorrow. Tomorrow you will get a My 2 Cent as well. That is me talking about why WWE is failing and the main reason to me is because of these multiple pay-per-views they have. And after that, we're going to get into the show. But I want to show you something. I got some cool stuff. I like, me, I love figurines and stuff like that. So I went and bought something for my local video game / I think it's video game / comic book / memorabilia, all sorts of stuff in there. I love it times 12. I got me a Injustice 2 action figure. I got this The Flash. I'm not a big fan of The Flash, but I thought that was pretty cool. I got that, and I also went to my Barnes and Nobles, and I finally got who I think is the greatest. One of the greatest comedians in this generation, Tom Segura. I got his book. I like to play alone, please. I love that so much. I love Tom Segura to death. I think Tom Segura is a great person. I love him. If you have not, go look at Your Mom's House. It is hilarious. I love Christina. I love everybody that's over there. I love the booth people. If you like to read, go ahead and go get the book, you guys. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to start reading it today after I do my uploads. I've heard a lot of great things about the book, so I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what it is. Once again, I love you, Tom, and hopefully you come back to Shreveport or somewhere close so I can go and see you. Last time you came, I think I was busy. So, hopefully you come back and, I can watch you in live or whatnot. So, once again, the show was really good. I love the show. Let's start off with the opener. The opener was good. You had Ethan Page versus Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy came out with his old music, which was even better than his new music, which makes no sense whatsoever. After that, Ethan Page came out with Dan Lambert. I don't know why people don't like Dan Lambert. I fucking love Dan Lambert. I love him to death. He talks about, how he thinks he's so small and so puny that I don't know why we got this match, because he's a number one contender person. He's going to be a champion. That's why. Not Ethan Page. I'm talking about Orange Cassidy. He's going to be world champion eventually. With him, with Orange Cassidy, he had the best friends with him. And Dan Lambert made a valid point. He told the ref, he said, I need you to do your job. If they do not have papers that are telling them that they are managers, you cannot be there. So, unfortunately, they had to leave. I thought that was very interesting. So, they didn't leave. It was just Dan Lambert, Ethan Page, and Orange Cassidy there. Stellar match. Stellar match. The story consists of that, Ethan Page is I think he was 280. Or, I think, not 280. I think he's 230. But he's a big guy. And, of course, Orange Cassidy's probably 150 pounds wet. So, the thing was for him to, do a power slam or a back suplex onto him. He never gets it off because he's so big. He's bigger than Orange Cassidy. Now, I didn't know that Ethan Page special was the Razor's Edge, but apparently it was. A lot of power with Ethan Page throughout this entire match. Nothing but pure power moves onto Orange Cassidy. He finally attempts to do a Razor's Edge, but the power of the pockets. So he puts he overpowers him with the pockets. And then he attempts again to do a Razor's Edge, but he does a Hurricane Rana. Little botchy, but he got it off. It looks like Orange Cassidy fell on his back. It didn't look too pretty, but he got the Hurricane Rana off. Toward the end of the match, Dan Lambert comes onto the ring. Orange Cassidy does the little fake taps, and he was about to punch him, but he just grabs the orange juice that was in Dan Lambert's hand, takes a sip of it. Ethan Page takes 2 orange punches, turns around. He didn't drink the orange juice. He spit the orange juice into Dan Lambert's face. He does a nice power slam, over the body slam onto the ground to win, Orange Cassidy to win the match. Great match. The best friends did come back out. They do the nice little thumbs up there. Give me a thumbs up as well. Great match. After that, we got Christian Cage again. And oh god, these promos are so crazy. They're crazy, but it's so what happened was Tony Schiavone asked him, why are you doing another promo? I think you spoke enough on the first one. So he came out, he said upper management asked him to apologize for, talking about his dead dad, who is the guy from 90210, him. He says he's sorry that his whole family isn't dead due to the fact how bad he was, and in the match itself as well. But it looks like he's macking on his mom. He really likes his mom. So what happened was, apparently he was supposed to have a match tonight, but he says that no, it was going to be a match, but it was going to be a match with my colleague, which is Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus has a whole new song, whole new get up. He's all black. He's not green and festive anymore. And he fights a jobber named Sir Penta, I think it is. And man, what it was a job match by the millions. It was really bad. So at the end of the match, he does win with the snare trap, and that's Jungle Boy's special. So he does the snare trap onto Sir Penta to win the match. After the match, they throw him outside the ring and attack him again, and then they leave. I mean, it was a bad, brutal match. He got one hit in, that was at the beginning of the match. After that, we got a Warlow and Scorpio Sky promo where I'm guessing Scorpio is 100% and ready to go. So he's saying that let's go ahead and do this. Next week, we will have a street fight. After that, we got the Matt Caster and the Gun Boys versus Danhausen and his mystery tag team. Believe it or not, it is FDR who are just dripped in gold. They have the Ring of Honor tag belts. They have the AAA belts, and they also have they are the new New Japan Pro Wrestling champions. They have 3 belts. They are collecting as much as they can. It was a pretty decent match. Apparently, the young man that was on that was in the wheelchair that says, can you say ass boys? His name is Brownins. And he can walk, apparently. He's not injured anymore. So, he comes in with the cane. He tries to attempt to hit Danhausen with the cane. He ducks, hits one of the guns with the cane, and Danhausen throws him out. They pin to win the match. Now, here's the thing. The match was decent, but my thing was that at the end of the match, Billy Gunn comes in, the dad of the 2 boys, and one of Billy's son pushes the Acclaim, one of the Acclaim members. It wasn't Cash, it was Browns, I think it is, or Brownings. And Billy moves his son out the way to see how the Acclaim was doing. So the story, I'm guessing, is that Billy, it's a rift, but I don't think it's not that bad to be repaired. But Billy is leaning more toward the Acclaim than the Gun Club. Thought that was very interesting. After that, we got a video promo again with Jay Lethal, Sangnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt. They are thinking that they're being ducked, they're being dodged by Samoa Joe. We have not seen Samoa in a very long time, so we are but he wants that match, and he wants that match at the Ring of Honor show that's going to bring everything back together. That's going to be very interesting to see what happens. After that, we get Jade Cargill versus Laura Gray or Loria Gray? I don't know. I thought she was a jobber. She's not. I guess she's on a lot of Dark and Elevation. It was a jobber match. I swear it was, you guys. I love Jay. I mean, it was more of a promo than it was a match. She does do the Jaded to become now 34-0 in the division. I don't see nobody drop. I don't see her losing that belt anytime soon, you guys. So after that, Stokely Hathaway gets on the mic, but before he says something, Jay grabs the mic and says, "I need better opponents. I need some opponents, you guys. This is getting old real fast." Stokely, of course, gets on the mic and says the reason why she's upset is because the baddies that was out wasn't what she wanted. So, she's upset behind that. She's also upset with Chris Statlander and, of course, Athena. Out, they come out to the ring to attack. They get the better of them, but Gray, who just lost to Jade. I guess wants to be a baddie and wants to be with the good graces of Jade. Attacks the faces, which is Athena and Statlander, to try to get in her good graces. So we don't know what's going on with that. Probably she's gonna replace Red Velvet, injured Red Velvet, to be the next person of the baddies. Once again, I love Jade Cargill. I don't know who's gonna take that belt off of her. It's just mind blowing that the TBS division is better than the world title. It's just crazy to me. But Jade is just doing outline crazy, great work. I love her. Yeah, let's see what she can do. When she drops that belt, I guarantee she's going to the world belt, or she might just take both belts. That's what it looks like. After that, they promoted Grand Slam, which is another weekly show that they're gonna do. They do, these on a regular. January the 22nd will be that show's. I think it'll be on Dynamite. They used to have them on Dynamite. After that, we got a Young Bucks promo, and they're talking about that most of Undisputed Elite is actually, they're injured. So, it's just them, and these are their friends now, or the belt. But Goto and Yoshi Tatsu, they want a title shot, but the Young Bucks will not give them a title shot yet. They have to defeat them first, and then they will get their title shot. I thought that was very interesting. After that, we got a video package of everybody talking about Blood and Guts and who they have for Blood and Guts. So, if you don't know how the match is, I'm going to let you know how the match is. Then I'll go by who came in or whatnot. The match doesn't start at all. The match does not start at all. You have two opponents in the ring at the time. Now, the Chris Jericho group did win at Forbidden Door, which gave them the advantage. And the advantage is after the 5-minute time is over, that it would be a handicap match due to the fact that one of the Chris Jericho group will come in. Another 5 minutes, the other group will come in until all 12 men is in. Now, when all 12 men are in, they lock the gate, and the ring and the show actually starts. So, whoever gets a pinfall or submission will win the match. That's the only ways you can win. At first we got Claudio Casteloli versus Sami Guevara. It was a pretty decent match. Claudio is just crazy. He can do a lot more now since he's on AEW. Hopefully a future world champion as well. Sami Guevara does a beautiful cutter onto at the ending of that, and starts to make out with Ty Conte. And he starts to do the little spin-a-rooney thing, but in comes Garcia. They start attacking them together. Pretty decent. They do their thing. After that, Wheeler Yuta comes in. He does a lot of crazy aerial. I forgot what type of champ. I think he's the cruiserweight champion of Ring of Honor. Really great spots with Wheeler Yuta. After that, Jake Hager comes in to even the score. But Jake Hager, if you don't know, Jake Hager and Claudio have a lot of history in WWE. They see each other face to face. They go after each other right then and there. Jake Hager gets a lot of offense, but Claudio gets a lot of power moves. After that, we get the interim world champion, Jon Moxley comes in with a chair, and he starts laying waste to a gang of people. He actually gets he busts Garcia's face with a fork. Crazy. So he's the first one to start bleeding. After that, we get the next person that comes in is Parker. When I tell you before Parker comes in, they have laid waste. The Blackpool Fighting Club has laid waste to all the members. So when Parker comes in, he's like, oh shit. So he tries to run he tries to run around the ring, just trying his hardest, his damnedest. They finally get him, beat the living crap out of him. But eventually everybody comes back too, and the Chris Jericho Society overtakes everybody as well. After that, we get Ortiz. Ortiz finally comes in. He has a shaved head, paint face, and he's out for blood as well. But I think he wants Chris as well. So everybody's Chris Jericho. I mean, it's like two people that really just want to strangle the neck. I'm sorry, of Chris Jericho. So, apparently, John Moxley has a bag of glass, does a pile driver onto Parker, gets one of the glass shards and starts to attack his forehead, giving him pain as well, getting him off juicy as well. After that, we get who comes out next. After that, Santana comes in with a table and barbed wire, about a barbed wire covered bat. They lay waste again. They lay waste. After that, the last two opponents, of course, is Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston. Nothing to be talked about. Eddie Kingston goes directly for Chris Jericho. I'm sorry, y'all. Dry throat. So, Ty Conte knocks out one of the refs, but that's the ref with the actual key. So she grabs the key, unlocks the gate for Chris Jericho to escape to go up to the top of the on the top of the stage. Of course, Eddie Kingston is going to follow him. They start attacking one another, but right behind them is Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara gets a low blow and thrown off of the cage onto the commentating table, or the ring announcer table, and he's gone for the rest of the match. Garcia comes up, and right behind him is Claudio. They come up. Claudio does the spinneroonie thingy onto Chris Jericho, and attempts to do the sharpshooter. Garcia attacks Claudio, giving the opportunity for Eddie Kingston to do that really nice stretch maneuver onto Chris Jericho, hoping that he taps out. But next to him is Claudio putting the sharpshooter or the Scorpion Deathlock onto Garcia. Garcia is the one that actually taps. Chris Jericho does not tap. But they did win. The story that looks is that because Eddie Kingston still has beef with Claudio. Claudio still has beef with Eddie. But they did come to their senses. Eddie Kingston was a little bit upset because he wanted to make him tap, but he did not tap. So they did win. It truly looked like Eddie was really winded because they were going at it for at least 45 minutes to an hour. He was winded beyond. But they did win. A lot of celebrations and whatnot. We will see what happens on next week. I mean, hands down, way better match. A great match, matter of fact, but a way better match than the Anarchy in the Arena. I did forget that they also put they got tacks. They put tacks on the floor on the ring. They also on the other ring they started ripping the padding, that little small padding off of the ring. So it was really crazy. I mean, it was really great. I enjoyed it times 12. I can't wait to Rampage because we will find out who the number one contender will be with a 20-man Royal Rumble for the number one contendership for Jon Moxley's AEW Championship belt. Other than that, you guys tune in tomorrow. Tune in later on because I have the prediction show for Money in the Bank. And tomorrow I will have my 2 cents where I'll talk about, why WWE needs to slow down on those pay-per-views. Like, share, subscribe. Send it to Tom Segura. Go, send it to Tom Segura. He likes wrestling too. That's why I like him as well. So send it to Tom Segura. Send it to your ex. Send it to the person you're about to marry. I love y'all so much. But until then, love, peace, and of course, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Wrestling.